something like this for all three of those things. This one, this although I really don't see what the difference is. The label on this is green, the 203 is blue. But it's the same exact thing, preheat. Really, this one particular one was made in 65 something. Yeah, but these Ballast that run two F40 T12s are ridiculously expensive. Here's a Universal 203. These are new on stock, but you can see that they've been water damaged. Those appear to be running quite a bit. They look like, which I don't really mind, but for $90 I want it to be work. $90 I'm not buying it. Here's some sort of, and then here's the Universal 205. But anyway, I can. It turns out that I've been looking at it the wrong way, just stuck for no reason. So I'm going to put that Universal. I'm going to put that Universal. Why would it recoil? But for these ones, these are 1940s, late 40s shop lights. It's like see up here, the ballast compartment's really large. Originally has a big ballast. But anyway, I was just looking at sort of this ballast because people don't know what they have. Like, this is what the volume, you can hear it through the hard four of these. So loud. Not advanced, preheat ballast is for one singular F40 T12. The fact that it runs an F30 T8 as well, it's probably going to underdrive it some, but whatever. Anyway, I found these, and these fixtures have a big ballast compartment, and one of these, or two of these, is almost the same size as one of these. So let me see if I can open this up. So I don't see, I mean, amplifier in there. You know, okay, so conventionally we would have one ballast doing both lamps. Of course, if you have four lamps, then you have two ballasts doing two lamps each. But I see no reason why I can't just put two ballasts that do one single lamp in one fixture. These are newer ballasts. This one, as you can see, let's see here, 0583. Okay, well here's the, but anyway, I don't see why it seems to be two singular ballasts in one fixture. I can't find any more screws or anything. So that's what we're going to try to do first. I'm going to pull this guy down. I'm going to do this one made of cardboard, even though this was slightly harder to remove, because the other one is almost held up with hooks in the chains. You know, these chains are actually screwed on the ceiling, I think. So, but anyway, yeah, we're gonna pull that down. We're gonna do that. I would really like to be able, and then if that works, then we'll do that one and that one. Get to the motor. I guess we'll do that one anyway, because I got one singular ballast to put in there. What I'm trying to say is I don't want to pull this one down if something's not going to work, so we're going to do that one first. Two ballast thing is going to work. When it's in gear, presses up against once I have it down. It doesn't inside this fixture, just that causes the reflective here. It's right up together with this two thumping sound large screws. You need to be very careful with these sockets. One of them is showing a sign of cracking. These are absurdly brittle. Another fixture just like this. Anyway, I guess that really is all I have. So I don't know if we're gonna need any of this wire, but I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Except for maybe I forgot it. I just gotta look at the knobs off of it. No, why is it task? All these spider weepers are here before. Here, these are two separate ballasts, kind of like fit together there. And the only thing that holds it together is this like vinyl wrap. We're going to be keeping it, don't worry, on the outside. So I think I'm going to try to glue it. This is really like a cardboard box folded together. Kind of like a wrapping put on it. Anyway, here are the footprints where it was. What's in here, where the original one was. There's the motor. It's an AC motor. It's screws. It's still better quality than Roslyn. Before I unhook anything, as long as I'm going to be able to fit both of these in here. It's quite cardboard. That's pretty pathetic. Here's your amp. It's got these purple Usov capacitors that love to cause problems. 4 new screw holes. Doesn't have any sort of mad sound, so I'm just going to leave them for now. 2 of these. But yeah, it's got those purple Matsushita. Yeah, there we go. Capacitors. Reuse 2 screw holes. Pretty decent speed back to what it is. AC motor. I'll do that. I'll get them mounted. See about the wiring. See how much of this I'm going to be able to film. The amplifier is mounted on the motor. The amplifier runs for 18 volts AC. In here for the center. So I guess that's a good way of getting around using a transformer. But that's fine. The motor. Oh boy. So start wiring it up, obviously. I followed this schematic. I've already started to look at this top. And then we'll put your wires to the socket into the ballast. This side should be wired up. We've got going for neutral. Neutral goes to the ballast as well. I need to figure out if this goes to the starter socket, because it's going to bounce all the way around to that side. So whatever, we'll wire it out. Otherwise, if it is, yes, we're going to reuse this wiring. Yes, again, I don't think I've ever seen one of those that works. This one side wired up, so I'm going to go ahead and throw a socket, or a starter. There you go. Right in here. Just took a piece of wire right there. Quite a distance out of it. Lubricated this. Of course, there's a divot in the idler wheel. See how it runs the small salto bump. It's right there. I don't know if you can see it. Very small divot. Still makes a noise. I'm not going to mess with it though, because it runs at the correct speed. And I'll start messing with that. Those are the flames I was hoping for. Screw it up. So, see now, Eureka leave that alone. Really, hey, look at that. Stars in this as well. Here's the one that was in this light, actually.
Варьируется от 35 тысяч современных рублей до 70 тысяч. Это последний договор по банкнотам тоже вторит этой сумме, в зависимости от состояния 35, 50, 70 тысяч рублей.
И проверяем тест.
Очень желанный у коллекционеров, и никакая коллекция Бон в современной России не может считаться полной до тех пор, пока 500 тысяч не появится в коллекции. И если немного фантазировать, то можно представить себе ситуацию, когда в 97 году вы обмениваете полученные 500 тысяч $100 в 2002 году, позволяет вам уже менять $100
Taking about a socket for one. Like I said, these sockets are very brittle. And all 4 on the other top light, just like this, are actually broken. It has teeth ones that just snap into the reflector here. It's going to be a problem.
Обратите также внимание,
Не вот
что
это
на
без.
купюрах образца
I'll have to figure that out. I might
95
have to get some
года
sockets that
мы
actually
видим,
attach like this.
Все
формы
работает
пятно
отлично.
find any.
Потом
Other reason is-
белого
еще
поля
Well, I don't have any more number 18 fixture wire.
Обращаю
This
ваше
up is
внимание на
just an
это,
extension
потому
cord.
что на
Сейчас
современных
попробуем
Of course, we go back and
зарядку.
forth
Вот
here
этому
through the
пятен
starter.
справа нет. Это не
Anyway.
грязь, это
Go ahead
маркировка.
and put the other starter
Помните,
in.
что дюры
Зарядка.
были каким-то
Всё
образом
отлично.
испачканы.
Ну
Starters,
все,
in case
ребята,
you're
на
wondering.
такой
Нормально.
оптимистической ноте разрешите
idea
закончить
who made
видео.
these.
Всем, кому понравилось, ставим пальчики вверх, подписываемся на канал. Если есть у кого-то такие доноры, можете писать, обговорим с вами, потому что есть еще пару интересных мыслишек под проект, именно Note 2. Все, ребята, всем пока. Всегда ваш мистер Good Mobile.
Of course, the same lamps are pulled back out in here. These are Philips Alto. Wonder if this thing, I didn't even notice if it was flickering or not. This ballast did not like the Philips Alto lamps. They flickered quite a bit. Alright, we'll go ahead and cut these lights off. I expect it to work since the other side did. But we could have a 42-year-old defective ballast. Nope. There they go. These are very vocal starters. Let me get up next to it here so you can hear it. Very clicky. I don't know if you can tell or not. These are definitely driving these lamps well. Nice and bright here. I don't even have the reflector on it. So, I'll take it in the other room. I'm going to hook it up to a kilowatt meter, of course, after I put the fixture back together, and we'll see. Okay. It's back together. Got a kilowatt meter here. So we'll go ahead and plug it in. Ooh. And let's see here. Really, only 69 watts. So, it's not quite running these lamps fully, is it? But I swear it seems just as bright as those. So maybe those aren't driving those lamps fully either. You pop one lamp out. Down to 37 watts. This thing's probably only driving these lamps about 35 watts. So let's pop that back in. I'll pop the other one out and just see. Should be about the same. Yeah, more or less the same. Doesn't really like the Philips Alto lamps. I don't blame it. Alright, we'll go ahead and reinstall it on the ceiling. Okay, the fixture's hanging. Let's go ahead and turn it on. Excellent, look at that. There you go. We're going to have to do the other two later because I only have one FS4 starter remaining. And unfortunately, I went to buy some yesterday at the Home Depot, but unfortunately, the Home Depot sells FS2, FS25, FS2, FS22, and FS5, which are all interchangeable, by the way. But they don't sell FS4 anymore. They used to, but they don't anymore, I guess. Lowe's doesn't sell any fluorescent starters at all, so I had to order some. So there's 18 on the way, But I'm not going to change those lights yet because until those arrive, I want them to continue working. And obviously they won't work without starters. So we'll do those when I get those. This was more of just a test anyway to see if my 2 ballast and 1 fixture idea would work. Of course, we're going to be putting that 205 in the middle one. And the other one's going to be like this. And I'd say that it worked. Aside from those very slow starters, it worked great. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching. And I will see you, I suppose, when I get those starters.